Well, all right, here we are. I made a template for that to route the neck pocket out, and it fits pretty good. I don't know if you can see all that or not, but this was a template off of another neck I made, so I didn't have, all I had to do is alter this a little bit. This neck, they put a curve in it, so I had to sand that curve in there. I did that with this oscillating sander. I just put one of them little drum sander thingies on there and drew that line off of the neck onto here and then just sanded that out. Used a little sandpaper to help sand it true. So that's where we're at right now. And got somebody pulling in out here. Alrighty, I'll be talking at you. Okay, I'm getting ready to router that neck pocket out. I use this is the size router I usually use to route out the neck pocket. What I did, I went ahead and screwed this, put double-sided tape on here, but because this top is pretty well uneven, the top of it is uneven because of that pallet wood. I screwed it down right where the neck pickup should go, hopefully. And I decided to put a little tape around the edges here. And I use my hot glue gun, wait for that stuff to harden up, so that there won't be any chance of my template wiggling on me. I've had them move on me a few times throughout the years. And now I use all the caution I can to make sure it's all shored up and going to stay put. So I'm going to set my router up, and what I'll do now, I usually don't hog these out. What I usually do is I go down a little bit at a time, And probably what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut this off right here. And then I got to figure out how deep I want to take that neck pocket. So I'll be back in a little while. All right, I got this all set up. We're gonna make a first pass. It's only gonna go down about that far, so not very much. And hopefully within 3 passes, I'll have it down to where it needs to be. I still need to measure that. I'll do that when I come off camera here. All righty, we're getting ready. All right, I marked me off a mark here. This will be a good starting point. Traditionally on the neck, on most necks, and we'll be checking this out here in a little while, but on most necks, from the binding down, you want to measure about 3/16 of a gap, and then from there, that's how far down you want your neck to fall into the neck pocket. And so we'll be checking that out here in a little while once I get it routed out down this far. I'll bring it back in a moment. All right, here we are. We're about halfway through right now. I'm just taking these off in little bits at a time. I won't take you through the rest of this. I got to get all the way down to my line here, and then I'll check it. But I can't stress on when you're doing this kind of thing, take your time. Do it little bits at a time. Do not try to hog this out all at once. I can't stress that enough with routers. If you try to overwork your router, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get hurt is what's going to happen. And you're going to get hurt. The project you're working on is going to suffer from it. All kinds of stuff will happen. So just take your time. Do it little bits at a time. And the product will come out really nice. Right now this is nice and flat like I want it, and that's what you're after. This is the most crucial part of a guitar build, is the neck pocket. If you don't get this right, then the whole guitar won't be right. All right, I'll bring you back in later on after I get this part done, and I'll set the neck in there and talk to you some more. I had my lovely assistant go in and get my bridge for me. I'm going to show you how you can tell if you're deep enough or not deep enough. This is a 24 3/4 scale, so I measured it off somewhat where that's going to end up at. What I like to do is come right off the top of the nut there where the strings go, and you lay that across there. Well, actually no, you come across your frets here. There we go. And you see that gap between that straight edge and the, it's too, not down, the neck's not down low enough. And so I'm gonna have to reattach my, I think I will. I'll have to probably end up reattaching my template back on here and then go just a little bit deeper. I'll measure that gap, and then that's how much deeper we'll go. And that should put me right in the ballpark. So we'll come back to you. Getting tired. Thought it was on. My wife says, no, you don't have it on yet. The video cam. So anyway, I went ahead and sank that neck down in there deeper. And as you can tell, over here on my bridge now, see that ruler goes right across the strings there. And it will come up a little bit, the bridge will. What I'm going to do is when I put the sinks in to hold the, you know, the studs in, I'll countersink the studs into the body so that they're down in the body. So that gives, I can take this all the way to the body, in other words. And that's where it's at, as you can tell right here. See, when I'm carving, before I set the neck, I'll probably carve some of this neck joint a little bit right here so that dot is more prevalent. And that's about it. Just minor tune up here and there. And I'll take the tape off. Should let my wife take the tape off. She's got a thing about stickers. But anyway, alrighty. It's late in the afternoon. It's time for us to go in. It's nice and hot out here right now, and the hotter it gets, the more we can't stand the heat. So I just had to have something to do, and this is what I came up with. I haven't really done anything with this project in a little while. So what we've been working on is this project over here. This is a massive project for my wife and I. This is that guitar cabinet I keep hinting about that I'm making for my guitar and my Les Paul. And this, again, it's got a glass front on it. It'll have a drawer in it down here. We're starting to mount the sides on now. And hopefully sometime tomorrow we'll have this side done, and we'll flip it over to the other side, flip it back over on its back, and we'll do the front. And it'll be done. Or pretty close to done.
Next month.
sometime next month, probably. But anyway, as you get older, you know, things start to wear on you faster. So my joiner planer's working really good. We're just so happy over that thing. That thing will shred some wood. Well, I'll tell you what. I got my new blades in yesterday for this bandsaw. I put those on. What a difference. Now it's back to its old self, cutting wood like it's supposed to. And smooth as butter. I mean, it cuts straight. It doesn't do all this walking and everything like the other blades were doing to me. And I couldn't be happier right now with that. So anyway, that's the end of this video for now. And when I get more, I'll tune you in. We'll talk to y'all later.